What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Holachek, and this is another session of Hollow Sessions. And today's topic is when God is testing you. First off, right now I'm at Fort Defiance in Illinois, and behind me is the Ohio River, and then you got the Mississippi River right here. So that was a pretty cool spot to film a video while I was on the way to a job. Anyways, I'm gonna go down the Mississippi River here and continue this conversation. So I've had an inspiration to do this topic just because I'm going through some tests of my own right now, and it's good to decipher when God's testing you and how to pass this test. A lot of times when you're doing something good, you're doing something that you're meant to do, according to Him. He'll sometimes throw obstacles at you to see how bad you want it. Are you really committed? Are you going to keep the faith? That's something I've definitely been dealing with lately. For example, I had some Airbnb guests this past weekend, or not this past weekend, 2 weekends ago, and they seemed all friendly when I was talking to them while they were staying, but as soon as I got back this past Thursday, I discovered they'd smoked inside my house, and they stole one of my TV streaming devices, Amazon Fire Stick, and they left the door unlocked, and they just trashed the whole place. And just say my redneck side came out, and I'm a pretty calm, collective guy, but I freaked out on them and just overall in the situation. And maybe I lost my composure a bit, but at the same time, I felt like I was stepping into my power and taking charge. And I think with this test here, that's what God wanted me to do. Take more charge, but at the same time, though, I could catch myself like stressing over it, like losing sleep, trying to get the smell out, and disputing with Airbnb because the guests refused to pay the fine. I had a $400 smoking fine on my on paper on my account, and they were arguing it's too much, it's not fair. I'm like, well, it wasn't fair you smoked in my house. But anyways, it definitely shook me off my core. I was in the process of shooting one of my music videos, and it definitely got in the way of that. I had to scramble, get an ozone generator, do a deep clean of the house, and even then the smell was still somewhat there. I had to really blast the ozone generator a bunch, and I'm hoping my neighbors are going to check tomorrow and do a smell test for me, and hopefully the smell will be out. But if not, they might have to do it again. And I got guests coming Friday. So anyways, it's it's good to be proactive in those situations and take advantage of whatever's going on. Take action, but at the same time, don't let it shake you off your core too much to where it affects your mood. It's easier said than done because somebody's invading your home space like that and just trashing it. It can be very rattling. But these are the situations where God puts a test, to see how much if you're gonna shake off your core or not. But then also too, sometimes the devil will get in the way to shake you off your core in his way. The devil's going to approach you in a more calm and happy, more of a temptation type of way, like something that feels really good or seems like it's going to feel really good, but then leads to something bad. For example, I know a girl who, was seeing this guy for a while, and, he seemed like the right guy for her. He was constantly there and committed. But then she met this new guy that seems, adventurous and more, had more edge to him. And she fell into that trap. And the girl yeah, she left that first guy who was a more stable dude who would have, you know, been a better long-term partner. And she went with that other guy, and he ended up being an abusive alcoholic. And she eventually, you know, decided to cut him off and leave, but unfortunately got pregnant from the guy. And so now she's stuck having to give birth and raise a kid on her own by a guy who was abusive to her. And he's not there in the picture. So I think, you know, obviously a child being born is not the devil, you know, that is God's will, but at the same time, that is an example of, you know, giving in to temptation where, you know, it seemed like it felt good at the time, but it led to an undesirable result. And now, you know, she can't go back to that other guy. You know, he's moved on, and it was just, you know, there's no way he'd take her back at that point. But yeah, it's good to be able to decipher between when God's testing you and when the devil's trying to play his tricks on you. And at the end of the day, God's got you regardless of, you know, whatever the devil's doing. He's not going to let the devil get you too far. Like, he's going to, you know, maybe do something that seems super bad at the moment, but it's going to shift you back onto the right path. And yeah, overall, God just wants to know that, you know, you're keeping the faith no matter how hard things get. Yeah, and he's going to throw tests at you. And the key is to not go back to, you know, bad habits when things get tough. I know for me, I've had a tendency in the past when I get very stressed, I start smoking weed. And, you know, weed's not bad for everybody. It's probably safer than alcohol, but for me, it does not do good. It makes me lazy, and it makes me socially awkward. And it just, once I start doing it, I keep going and end up neglecting parts of my life. And that's no good. I got too much to accomplish, be shaken off the path like that. So in a way, yeah, weed can be kind of my devil in that aspect. I know for my mom too, like alcohol and stuff. And yeah, it's just not, don't give in to the devil. The devil's gonna make you feel good. It's a false good. At the end of the day, staying on your purpose and, you know, believing in God, or universe, whatever you believe in, that's what's going to bring you true happiness. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoy this video. And if you did enjoy it, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me get the message out there to more and more people. And with that being said, coming from Fort Defiant, Illinois, on the Mississippi and Ohio River, Holla is hollering out.